and welcome back to the Purely Platonic podcast with me, Abby Drennan.
And me, Cav&abbie. Hello. Sorry I was late.
How dare you?
Yep.
How
I was a
dare
bit late
you?
today.
A bit?
A few hours late.
Which is really unlike Kevin, because
So
normally
unlike me.
I'm the late one. Like, if I say to Kevin that I will be at his for like 2, he doesn't need to be ready until
No.
about 4.
Yeah.
Like, realistically.
Yeah, genuinely. Whereas I like to think I've got a good reputation of being on time to places or even early.
Not
I can't
today.
remember the last time I missed a train. That is what happened today. I missed my train, and I've just not had a good day. I've just not had a good morning. Stuff has gone wrong for me in numerous ways.
Oh, I don't like that.
It was my fault that I missed the train, first of all. Hands in the
I
air.
just got a text. It was the intonation of the text that I got that just made me giggle so much.
What's going on?
Hi, I'm an idiot and I've missed my train. Smiley face.
Oh, I thought you meant you just got a text. Then I was like,
got
why are you interrupting me to read a random text from someone? I was like, this better be good. I thought it was someone else. I was like, I'm trying to tell the people here. I get it now. Yeah.
Steve from accounting has just said.
Yeah, I was like, what? What's going on? Yeah, no, that's me. Yeah.
Steve from accounting. I don't even have a job.
No, he's the accountant
do
for
have a job,
Purely
but-
Platonic Podcast. Wait, this is a big organisation.
Could you
trust me.
imagine? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness!
We're
Yeah, we've got
raking
people
in the
behind
chips.
the scenes. Larry over there on sound.
Larry.
You're right, Larry.
Big up Larry.
Yeah, Steve on accounting.
Hi,
He's
Steve.
doing the numbers right now
We're making so much money.
on a typewriter for some reason. Anyway,
Jesus,
what is going on? What was I
don't
saying?
even
I
know.
was
You were
late.
late for a train.
Missed a train. I
There you
got
go.
ready too slow. Basically, is what happened. I just was faffing around.
Slow and steady does not, in
Was
fact,
like
win the race.
getting my camera together. I was like, the batteries, forgot about the cable. Everything was in the like opposite corners of my flat.
Oh, I hate
You
it
know?
when that
It's like,
happens.
what are you doing to me, guys? Like, can you not just be where I left you?
God's sake, inanimate objects.
Yeah, they'd been walking around. Anyway, got my stuff together, left the flat. I was like, I need to run, otherwise I'm not going to make this train. So I start running
Doom,
with
doom, doom, doom,
laptop,
doom, doom.
camera, microphone, all the stuff. My bag is heavy.
Yeah.
I start building up a bit of a sweat. I'm not going to lie. We're going to get personal.
He
all right?
stinks.
You already know I sleep face down.
Donkey.
At this point, nothing's personal. Like, my reputation's ruined. So
It's
I'm
gone.
I'm sweating like a pig, right? Running through the city. And
Dignity died a long time ago.
that's very true. But suddenly, I have an idea.
Ding.
And I think I know Manchester pretty damn well. And I've got a clever shortcut because the train that I
Yeah.
have to get, the ticket, as you know,
Yeah.
includes the tram in
It does.
Manchester. Not all tickets, but this certain
Don't
ticket.
hold us to that.
Yeah, I know.
When you get a fine.
Yeah,
well,
well,
the
yeah,
Purely
exactly.
Platonic podcast said.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you've got it in not writing, but transcripts of the
I was
episode
gonna
available
say.
upon request.
In caption form.
Yeah, but it works on the tram. Now, me getting the tram the whole way is impossible because I don't live near a tram stop. But towards the train station, I think I can get on a tram here and just save myself a little bit of time. Now, I get to the tram stop and I think I'm just going to like go a couple of stops because the actual tram doesn't go to the train station. It's all a bit complicated, but basically I can't get the tram the whole way there.
Which I think is ridiculous,
Yeah, it is silly.
might I add.
It is a bit silly. There are trams that go the
Yeah.
whole way there, but the next one was in 10 minutes.
Oh.
So by that time, I'm not going to wait 10 minutes. Like, I'd miss the train anyway. But I get on this tram, which is generally going in the right direction, go a couple of stops, and I think, I'm flying through the streets here. I'm looking at the pavement thinking, you suckers, I'm meant to be down there. I'm just like sat back going, this is great. Rushing through the streets. And then my tram gets stuck at a traffic light. Because there's something going on, some police car crossing or something. So I'm now stuck on this tram for 2 minutes, and the pedestrians I've been laughing at are now overtaking me on the pavement. I'm thinking, if I hadn't got on this tram, I would have been quicker. So, yeah, I was
Sod it all
stuck
though,
behind the
isn't
tram.
it?
But there was still a chance I could make it. I get off the tram at the next stop. I'm running. I'm checking the time. I'm literally like, I don't care who I'm kicking out the way. Prams, wheelchairs. I'm like, get out, okay?
We need a reenactment. We need
Yeah.
it's like when people tell those stories And you have like a actors reenactment
Yeah.
of someone like
Yeah, literally.
kicking a pram.
But I forgot that it was the bank holiday.
Yeah.
So everyone's off. The streets are packed. And I don't
busy.
get there in time, essentially. And I check the train times. Well, I text you that first
Hi,
of all.
I'm an idiot and I've missed the train.
And then I check the train time an hour until the next one. I think, oh my God. All because I thought I was being clever by doing a little shortcut. Oh, I know Manchester so well. I can go a couple of
Wrong.
Wrong.
So wrong.
So wrong. So I get a meal deal. I chill. It's all good. I get a Lucozade. I get an apple.
Oh.
This is plot relevant.
He's
by
living
the
a
way.
life of luxury over here.
I get a halloumi. No, not halloumi. Falafel wrap. Lovely hummus wrap. Oh, brilliant. I'm sitting there. I'm thinking I've got an hour to kill in a train station. Let's just take my sweet time.
Yeah.
Crack open the Lucozade. It explodes on me. Lucozade all down me. Bite into the apple. I bite into the sticker. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. A big, like, a sticker. What is going on? What is going on? I just want to sit here and have a nice time.
Oh.
I've missed my train. I've got to wait an hour. Anyway, it turns out I didn't have to wait an hour.
No, because where I live has 2 train stations, so we're okay.
I just forgot about the other one.
It's
I'm not
okay.
okay. I'm not okay. But I made it.
Well done. On my tales of woe, I've just seen you look at the object
Well,
in
some
front of
people
us.
might have already noticed this.
On the
isn't what we're
table,
doing
for
today.
the
We're not doing
audio
this.
listeners, we have got a match and count game, clearly made for, I would guess, a 2-year-old. What does it say? 2 to 6?
It says
3 to 6?
Where are you getting this? Oh, 3 to 6. Yeah.
Seems a bit old
Well,
for
I
a
mean-
6-year-old. But anyway, it's about counting to 20.
Yes.
And you have to match up the number to the number of animals. It's like a jigsaw. Anyway, I ordered
Why have we
this.
got this? You're
I
thinking,
ordered
where's
this on
this
Amazon.
going?
I absolutely didn't. We've had an idea for an episode which will be coming.
Oh,
Just
yes.
quite not
Lubricate your ears.
shit. It just might not be quite as soon as we'd originally planned. I ordered a lie detector. Dun, dun, dun.
Or did you?
Or did I?
Beep, 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 beep.
And it's a really fun one because it electrocutes us when we lie.
I'm not looking forward to that aspect of it. I'm not.
I've been assured by the review that the current won't hurt us. It literally says the current provided by this item will not harm you.
Well, that's fine then.
So it'll be
That's
fine. But Amazon decided that they were going to send this instead.
Amazon don't really make mistakes. I've never had that before.
Neither have
I've never
I.
had the wrong thing
Neither
turn
have
up.
I. I'm really
I've had things
angry.
not turn up.
And it's like,
But yeah.
and I went on and I was like, okay, have I
How do they
made
get
a
it so
rookie
wrong as
error?
well? Like what?
Honestly, I was like, have I made a rookie error here? But look, that is the item
That
I
is
ordered.
definitely the order, and
And
it
it's-
says it's been delivered. Yeah.
You know, and it literally says the name of the item,
Amazon.
electric lie detector.
I don't think I'm going to date Jeff Bezos after all. You know, if he's going to do this, if he's pulling this stuff on us, I mean,
You can't even trust the people closest to you,
no,
Kevin.
I need to find someone else. He's
Elon Musk.
He's not the man for me.
Elon
you know?
Musk.
Elon Musk. No.
No?
No.
But I've ordered another one from a different company. Oh, which is just, it's an hour later. We're not going to get it for this episode,
Oh
unfortunately.
no! It is turning up today, but
It is turning up today, but it's,
alas, it'll be a future episode.
it will, but it is coming. So, as Kevin said, lubricate those ears.
Oh yes, yes, indeed.
But that's why we've got this. I'm
moisten
sending
yourself.
it back.
And why am I being so horrible? Why am I being so disgusting?
Really know what's going on. I want to
anyway,
go home.
other than that, what have you been up to?
Oh Lord, what have I been up to? I don't even know. What have I done with my life?
Oh, this is good podcasting.
I know. Wow. I bet you're all so interested.
To be honest,
Bought
I
some new
haven't
glasses.
been up for much. I haven't been. What am I saying? I think I'm broken. I think I'm actually broken.
He's broken.
I've not been doing much, is what I meant.
No.
But I'm going to be doing a lot of things. So future
Oh,
future
episodes
episodes
will have
where we
loads in
catch
them.
up will be great
Definitely.
because I'm going to Thorpe Park. I'm going to London. I'm going to the Canary Islands.
We're going to continue our streak
Tonight,
of
I'm
being
doing
a theme park
I'm doing
review.
the Crystal Maze experience tonight.
No way.
Yeah.
Legit, really?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
In Manchester.
I'm doing chaos carts the day after. Oh, I am.
Is that the Mario Kart thing?
I've done it before.
I want to do it.
Oh my god,
Please.
it's so good. It's
I want to do it.
literally so good.
I want to do it so bad.
Yeah, for people that don't know, it's essentially
Oh.
go-karting, kind of mixed with like laser tag.
Oh my god.
You're
I
going
need to
around,
do
you like
this.
pick up little objects. Basically Mario Kart, unofficially. You like go over mystery boxes. You've got a little screen in front of you on your cart that like says what you get, and you can like drop eggs behind you, not banana skins because that's, you know, Nintendo copyrighted, but yeah, you can like shoot people, slow people down. There's little boosty bits, and it's all like projected. There's no actual track. Have you seen like videos?
Yeah,
of
I've seen the videos.
There's no like physical track. It's all just like projected from above.
That's
but
so clever.
Your cart knows when you're out of the projection and like slows you down, and then when you're on the track,
Really?
it's like, honestly, when you take a turn in them, it's really, really like on two wheels. It feels like.
Do you
know.
go when you go? Do you go in a big group or do you just go like a couple of you? Like,
I think it's like 8 people ride at once.
Okay.
So if you're in a group of 8, you're everyone.
Yeah.
But if not, I think they just like.
pair you up with random
Yeah.
people?
I mean, we did it as like a group. Last time I did it with, I think, 5. So
Oh,
there were like
okay.
3 other people.
Oh,
But
that's
I mean,
not too
I
bad then.
wasn't holding back. I was shooting them.
Yeah.
And out of 8 people,
Oh, well done.
I got the victory.
Well
I got the
done.
victory. And my girlfriend said before I went in, you are either going to be terrible at this or the best. There's no middle.
No, there isn't.
There
And
is
like,
no
I
middle.
completely
You know what?
agree with her. I completely agree with her.
Why is that? What is it about me that's true? Why is that true? I'm not a gamer,
You're
am
not. You don't strike me as a middle kind of guy. Do you know what I mean? You're either really good at something.
I'm either a top or a bottom, mate.
I would like to leave. But you're either really good at something or you are a bit shit.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of... No, I'm not. I'm more of a middle person. I'm kind of like averagely okay at a lot of things.
Really, yeah, with Chaos Carts, I don't know where you'd go with it. Are you good at Mario Kart?
I love Mario Kart.
Yeah, we've done it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very good at it.
But it's different when you're actually in the car.
Yeah, but you're a shit driver, and I feel like that helps.
Okay, no, but I do know what you mean.
I
I'm not.
can't
I'm a bit of
drive.
a reckless driver.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I mean.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I keep safe on the road, but
you have road rage
Yeah, I do.
issues. Like,
yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
like the number of insults you've thrown at people who are doing like marginally okay-ish driving, like they're not doing terrible things, and you're going. I'm sat next to you going, what? They're fine. They're going a bit slow, but like, yeah, you.
Just a bit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a good thing in Chaos Carts.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think I would definitely be screaming profanities.
Yeah, like one person
constantly.
that I was doing it with, like family friends,
Yeah.
was being like so cautious and polite. I was like, if this cart had an indicator, they'd be doing it. You know, at one point, like the track kind of merges in like a T shape
Yeah.
kind of thing, and I like cut them off, obviously, because I'm just going
Yeah,
foot
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I'm not slowing down at any point. I'm rattling around this, overtaking everyone, bashing people, like, honestly, throwing actual eggs, not just digital ones. And at one point I cut them off and they went, oh, sorry. I was like, I've cut you off and you're saying sorry. This is go-karting, man. You've got to
Aw.
you've got to go for it.
That's sweet.
But yeah, really good. 10 out of 10.
Bless 'em.
Looking forward to doing it again. And I'll let
I
you
actually
know
don't think
how
I know
Crystal
8
Maze
people
goes.
though. Like
You
I
can
don't
do it
know
with
8
me.
people. I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd happily do it
That would be
again.
so cool. Oh, we should go. That was what we. That's
Couldn't
what we.
agree more. I couldn't agree more. That's, yeah. I've always said that. Haven't I always said that?
That was so Jim Howick. That we couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. Sorry. Zen. That's what we should do as a foursome. Your face. We were talking prior to recording.
Oh, yeah, you can say that.
We were talking prior to recording about something to do, like go for a meal or whatever.
Oh,
with
my
me
girlfriend's
and my
going to be
boyfriend.
annoyed about this.
Why? And I said we should find something to do as a 4. And
As
he goes,
in us
as in like,
and our partners.
yeah.
Clearly, is what it
And-
meant.
and Cav goes, 4? Who's the 4th? Because I'd just been talking about my boyfriend. He goes, who's the 4th? I go, Your girlfriend?
I
The woman you live with?
just forgot because you were talking about your partner. And then you said, "Oh, we should do that as a 4." I thought you'd just like miscount it. I was like, me, you,
Oh my
and
God.
Rob. But like,
It was so funny.
who's the 4? I don't know.
Oh
I just
my
forgot. Didn't make sense to me.
Anyway,
Like I say, my brain isn't working
brain
today.
does not function. No.
Ah,
But I want to go go-karting with you.
yes, definitely,
That would be really cool.
definitely. Some people don't like go-karting, and you could say that is an unpopular opinion.
What a segue.
What a
What
clean
a
segue into today's episode.
Yes.
Which is something that I'm very excited for, actually.
I am as well, you know.
We have been on the old Reddit.
We have.
And we have found some unpopular opinions that have been posted in the subreddit. Unpopular opinions, believe it or
Yeah.
not. We're going to read them. We're
We
going to
are.
discuss them. We're going to judge them.
We are.
We're doing another Reddit episode. It's been a while, but that's our most popular episode.
It
Is the
is.
last Reddit
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
The
yeah.
problematic scenarios, am I the asshole situations. So you've got 5. I've got 5. I've actually got 6 because there's a little example one which I can just rattle through because it's
okay.
it's quite short and funny. So this one says, if I go full screen, I hate how everyone has a podcast these days.
Hilarious.
Posted by user Dr. Paul 96, who says, "It effing sucks that everyone with a shitty microphone and some recording software has a podcast these days. Most of them sound like absolute hell because they're recorded by amateurs with basic equipment, and the content is garbage too because everyone either wants to act like they're politicians or just want to imitate Joe Rogan. If you're thinking of starting a podcast, I guarantee that nobody gives a shit about what you have to say."
Hello,
Well,
darkness,
Dr.
my old
Paul.
friend.
Yeah, that cut deep.
It did. Ow. Oh, knife twist. Oh.
But we have professional equipment.
We do have professional equipment.
So that's
and
tick.
To be fair, and this has been the constant, I think, in our friendship from day one, we actually don't really give a shit if no one wants to listen to us. Like,
Yeah, true.
we enjoy doing it. And if even just one person listens, then great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is fun, man. Like, screw you and
People
your
do
opinions.
listen. People do listen. People are listening right now if they're hearing this.
Could you imagine?
So yeah, that's the sort of thing we're dealing with. Unpopular opinions, which people are rinsing them in the comments.
Yeah.
Because one person says, "This is such a first world problem. Too much entertainment to listen to."
Yeah.
Like,
God damn it.
God forbid that people want to entertain other people.
I know.
But it's so weird because there is this thing of like, oh, everyone has a podcast, but like,
Yeah.
why aren't they saying that about YouTube channels or like Instagram or TikTok? Everyone has those.
This is the thing.
It's just another thing. Like, what's it with the podcast hate? You know, some people are like, oh, everyone's got a
guess
podcast.
maybe it's because obviously when YouTube like properly kicked off, a lot of people started a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and that was the thing. It's like, oh well, everyone has a YouTube channel.
Was it though? I don't remember people moaning about it as much. I think people
Maybe they
were
don't, but
kind
I
of
like
more
podcasts. I
accepting.
don't know. Maybe it's weird. I was about to say podcasts have only kind of just come around.
Well, they're
as in,
having a surge in the
they're
last
having
few
a
years.
surge, yeah.
Yeah,
But
more
then it
recently.
is going. We've taken a step backwards, as with everything else, fashion, everything. We've gone. I miss the past. This is just like radio.
Yeah, it is radio.
We've just gone
yeah.
back to radio. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Literally,
This
yeah.
is exactly what they had instead of
Well, YouTube is
and
like
Netflix
TV,
and-
isn't it? Everything imitates
Yeah,
the thing, and
yeah.
all these streaming services are now basically turning into cable, as the Americans would call
Yeah,
it.
that's
But
a real big thing at the minute.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the worry, because I
just
mean,
like there's so many
like
streaming
EastEnders,
services.
Corrie,
yeah.
all of that, like they're all running out of funding.
Yeah.
Doctors has just finished.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
mental. They're
Well,
just
Doctor
closing
Who is
down
now
everything.
essentially a streaming show.
Yes, it is.
Have you
Yeah.
heard about this Doctor Who thing? I mean, the viewers might not be as interested. We won't talk about it for too long. But we're both Doctor Who fans.
We are.
This new series of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
You know when it's gonna like air for the first time in
Yeah.
the UK?
May.
Midnight. It's gonna be like
What?
released on BBC iPlayer at midnight. It's not gonna be on TV in the UK at like a normal time, at like 7, which it always has been. So
What? So it's not going to be on.
they will air it, but by then it will have been out for ages, and so loads of people will have already seen it. And so, like, if you wake up on the day on Saturday or whenever,
Wow. So they're really playing into, because it's
Yeah.
on Disney Plus, isn't it?
because it's going to be dropped at, like for the American audience. it's going to be like 7 p.m. for the Americans, which is ideal time. Like, oh, it's here, you know, it's evening. Let's watch Doctor Who. But I think it's really interesting that like they're focusing on the American audience
Americans.
because, hello, like,
It's
no
British,
offense,
like-
but it's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Like, I get it for the Star Wars shows and the Marvel
yeah,
shows.
yeah,
Totally get
yeah.
it when it drops at like, you know, 8 a.m. or whatever. We know the Star Wars ones used to drop at 8 a.m. and I always got it because I was like, yeah, it's an American thing.
Wow,
I
that's
get it.
so interesting.
But like Doctor Who, man, that's British, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you focus. There's millions.
it's like a
of,
massive
yeah,
part
I don't
of
know.
British television culture.
Yeah, and they're just being like, yeah, iPlayer at midnight. Watch it if you want to. I feel like that's such a weird
That's very strange.
decision. Anyway, unpopular opinion. I don't like that.
yeah.
But actually, I don't think that's that
I
unpopular.
don't think that's unpopular.
No.
I can agree.
Do you want to kick things
Mine are a bit rubbish. Like,
off? Great.
I feel like
Great. Have some faith. They're good. I'm sure they're good.
I'm just looking. I'm actually on the subreddit now.
No,
like,
don't
looking,
change the ones
because
you
I'm like,
picked.
oh, are there any better ones? But I don't think there are.
Go on. What have you got?
Okay, let's have a look. Let's take a gander. A lot of mine are kind of conversation starters.
Okay.
But this one, which I kind of love, unpopular opinion: bowling shoes are fashionable.
Bowling shoes
Yeah.
are fashionable.
The
I like it.
text, the text reads, I think bowling shoes look cool and fashionable.
Yeah.
They are
okay.
iconic and have some fun colour schemes. They get unnecessary hate for no reason, and many people say they're ugly. I know everyone's style is different, but I think they're a staple that holds with time. I mean, bowling alleys have had the same style shoes for decades and never switched style. If there was a different version of bowling shoes with slightly different bottom soles that were not as slippery, I think they would be trendy and mainstream. If some celebrity released them, everyone would be wearing them and think they were cool.
That's true.
And they then clarified by saying they prefer the lace-up ones than the Velcro ones, but both are great and fun and stylish.
Yes.
The fun retro rental ones.
I think people don't like bowling shoes because they've been worn by like 100 other people.
Yeah, that's
You know,
nasty.
you know when you put them on. I mean, they don't do it anymore. I don't think.
No, they
bowling alley-
don't.
I
They
think it's just
don't.
like wear
You
your
just
own
wear
shoes.
your own
I think
shoes.
everyone kind of clocked on to like, why do you need
Why are we
different
sharing shoes?
We're just
Yeah.
rolling a ball down a bit of wood. Like
Yeah.
what?
But
so
like professional
weird.
bowlers and stuff, and if you go to
I
like
get
bowling
that,
clubs,
yeah.
you do obviously like buy your own shoes, I reckon. Like
Yeah, of
proper
course,
bowling shoes.
Of course, but it's like imagine going swimming and they provide you with a swim hat and goggles. You'd be like, wow,
Ew.
that's what? like
Yeah.
what? You just be like, you'd be so confused.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's, there's no other activity where
No,
they
where you
do
have
that.
to do that.
Really? Is there? I can't
don't
really think
think-
of one. Like,
Well, I guess the only thing that you could compare it to would be like a sport where you have an item. So like golf, you borrow golf clubs or a tennis racket or whatever.
yeah,
But again, it's an item. It's not a wearable thing.
Yeah, you actually need it to do the. Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I like bowling shoes as a style.
I could so imagine you wearing bowling shoes day to day.
Oh, you're gonna bring up the thing, aren't you? You're gonna bring up the thing.
Gavin used to wear Converse all the time.
Some people probably know this. If
Yeah,
they've seen me
and he had
from
2 pairs of
years ago.
Converse, one of which was blue,
Mhm.
and the other of which was white? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And instead of wearing them like a normal human being, Gavin used to swap them round so that he had one white shoe and one blue shoe. And I used to hate it.
The thing is,
But
if
it
I
was like
hadn't-
a Cavan staple.
yeah, if I hadn't have told you that they were from 2 different pairs, you would have gone, "Wow, that's pretty cool. 2 different coloured shoes
Would
that
I?
are like a
Would
set.
I?
That's pretty cool."
Would I have
Because they were
done
the
that, though?
exact same type of shoe in different colours. It wasn't like one had a bigger heel than the other, or I don't know. They were the exact same type.
Sorry,
You know what I'm trying
Cavan's
to
broken
say?
again.
Exactly the same, different colour.
Yeah. Still a bit odd though, isn't
It
it?
started with odd laces. That was how it started.
Odd laces I can get on board with. Odd laces is kind of
Why is
funky.
that any different? Why is that any
The
different?
whole shoe is different. I don't know. I do understand it, and I
I'd do
can
it again. I would
I
do
know
it
you
again.
would. I know
would do
you
it
would.
again. I
I
went through
know.
a period of buckling to the peer pressure and going, yeah, that was weird. But actually, no, I'm back with my older self. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna wear it on this podcast. It's just like odd socks. People do that.
I love odd socks.
Odd.
I love odd socks. I love wearing
Gloves.
odd socks. Odd gloves.
I'm trying to think of things that come in pairs. Odd contact lenses.
It's like I can't see.
But I can have this eye.
It's like them t-shirts that you got. They've kind of gone out of fashion now, but they were in style for ages, where they like chop it down the middle and then stitch two together.
Yeah. I've seen.
I've
like,
got
hoodies
one
that
of
do
those,
that.
actually.
Yeah.
It's my like one of the only designer items I own. Is a oh, what is it? Is it a Tommy Hilfiger?
Yeah. That's a thing.
Tommy
yeah.
Jeans?
That's
I think
a
it's a
posh
Tommy
brand.
Jeans top
Yeah.
that's been like cut down the middle and two stitched
Too
together.
poor to understand these brands, but yeah, I think that is
Trust
a thing.
me too. It is like thrifted though.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say what I'm wearing right now is thrifted. It is, but so is the designer shirt.
I've got a really funny story about the word thrifted.
Oh, go on.
I first heard that word in my first year of uni.
Okay.
I never had heard it before in like any
Yeah.
situation.
It's quite an American word, I think.
It is a very American word, yeah, and it's only sort of been used in the UK, yeah, like I say, in the last sort of few years. So I heard it for the first time. One of my flatmates in the first year of uni said, like, oh, this like item or whatever, oh yeah, this is thrifted. And I thought it meant stolen. So I was like, whoa, like, oh, you're scary. You just like stole that and now you're wearing it in public. Like, well, and I heard it more and more. Honestly, it was like, they used it quite a lot. They were like, yeah, these pair of shoes, these were thrifted. And I was thinking like shoplifted in my head. I was like, so I was really sort of like concerned about this person.
You
I was
just really
like,
thought that they were like
under the table, like
kleptomaniac.
I was like doing the police non-emergency thing. Like this person is
This
like,
person has thrifted all of their clothes.
yeah, serial thrifter. Get them at once. I was like really worried about them. I pulled them for a chat. Like, yeah, this thrifting has really got to stop.
Oh,
No, I didn't do that, but I thought about it.
How
until
did
I
you find
learned-
out what it actually meant?
When I heard about thrift shops, and I was like, I don't think they're
That's where
encouraging
they-
people to steal. Yeah, come in, take whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went on like a thrifting thing, and I was like,
They are so
you're not
good.
a criminal.
I used to do those in Birmingham all the time, like those kind of kilo thrifts and stuff, where like you'd fill a bag and then you'd pay for the weight. Oh my god, I've got
Yeah, there's a few
so
of those,
many
few of those
clothes.
in Manchester.
I mean, I've got like coats. Some of my like, in fact, all of my like really nice trench coats and stuff are all charity shop, thrifted, whatever.
That's cool.
Like, you know, the big green army one. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That cost me about £10 from a charity shop.
I saw a brilliant
gosh.
green army jacket. Did I tell you about this?
No,
in TK
but
Maxx.
ooh.
And it was like proper like old and like faded like American
like,
flag on it
I
and stuff. I
like.
was like, oh, that's so good. It had like US Army. I don't know, it just looked good.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy it because I
Oh,
was like,
tragic.
I'd like really considered it, but it was just like a bit too expensive for
Yeah.
what it was. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not gonna get it, but kind of regret that decision. You know, when
Yeah.
you walk past something and you go, a few days later, I should have got it.
Yeah,
I should have
shoulda
got
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
100%.
you end up doing the opposite of that, where you buy something and a few days later you go, "Why did I buy
Yeah.
this?" You know,
Yeah.
why did
So-
I buy?
Why
this?
did I buy it? Why?
For the audio listeners, I picked up the match and count game that's still
Bloody
on the
match
table.
and count. Ridiculous.
But yeah, bowling shoes.
Yeah, so on the thrifting note, actually, I could
Mm.
see why bowling shoes would possibly take off if
Yeah.
people made them into like proper shoes. You know what? Someone's probably done it somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
But I personally wouldn't wear them. But I'm not a funky shoe kind of gal. I don't like a funky shoe. I like quite a plain shoe. And like I wear the same pair of shoes. Like I've got two pairs of shoes that I wear religiously. One is my Converse and one is my like knockoff Doc Martens.
Yeah. Are they not actually Doc Martens?
They're not Doc
Oh,
Martens.
right.
No,
I
can't
thought they were.
afford that.
Well, you fooled me. Are the
Yeah.
Converse actually Converse?
The Converse are Converse,
Ooh.
yeah. And I do like,
Someone's doing well.
well, no, they're like, because they're the only pair of shoe that I wear, I'm like, I feel like it's acceptable to shell out on these.
Yeah.
And I've had probably about 4 pairs in a row. And every single time they've worn out in exactly the same place on the sole, where I've literally had a
yeah.
hole in the bottom of my shoe.
Really?
And like this pair, my last pair before my new pair, goodness gracious.
What? I don't understand. I don't
So-
understand.
I've bought a new pair.
Right.
But the pair before that
Got
wore out, I was so adamant that like I didn't want to buy a new pair because I didn't want to spend the money, and I just kept wearing them and wearing them and wearing them until like every time it rained I couldn't wear them because my feet would get wet.
Oh no.
And so I was
kinda
like, you know
that,
what?
though.
I'm gonna buy a new pair.
You know when you wear something in, it's like like the optimum comfort level.
Yeah.
I've got a pair of shoes which I now refer to as the bin shoes. Because when I lived
The
in a
bin
house with a
shoes.
garden, in order to take the bins out, you had to like go outside. I live in a flat now, so it's fine. You can just like walk to the
Chuck it out the window.
walk to the trash chute. Yeah, chuck it and watch it
Heads.
fall on the peasants below. Yeah, no, but when I used to take the bins out,
Yeah.
there were just these like tatty boots, which I still have for some reason. Not worn them in ages. Don't
Yeah.
need to. They're so slippy on the bottom, no grip at all. I wore them until I absolutely couldn't anymore. I think literally the last time I wore them, I like slipped on ice, and I was like,
I need to put these away.
time to retire these
Retire
old
the boots,
boys.
yeah.
You've had a good innings, but it's time to go.
Cash in your pension.
But yeah, they just were so comfy. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. And to be fair, my current shoes are getting
love a
there.
comfy
You
shoe.
know.
I love a comfy shoe.
But yeah, bowling shoes.
Bowling
I actually
shoes,
agree with that unpopular
yeah.
opinion. Do you?
I wouldn't wear them, but I can see that people would.
Good.
Ka-chow.
Now, for my unpopular opinions,
Oh, Lord.
we've only done one, so
We've
we're
only done one,
half
when-
an hour in.
But that's okay.
That's
We've
all
got
right.
time, we've got time.
No one's going anywhere. You can stick around.
Let's have a cup of tea.
Yeah. I typed in like keywords
See, this is clever. I did not do this.
to like connect with things that we can talk about or we know
Yep.
about. First thing I typed in, I was like, what does Abby think about? What does Abby have strong opinions on? I went for body positivity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
proponent of body positive. I typed in body positive and it comes up with this. So I'm
Oh,
going to lay
Lord.
this on you. This
Okay,
hot
go on.
take.
Hot take.
Most body positive.
Wow.
Most body.
And the
Most-
Oscar goes to.
Most body positive influencers just want an excuse to show themselves half naked on the internet. It goes on. Let me be
Oh,
honest.
God.
We live in a very narcissistic society where people get rewarded in various ways for showing skin. Interesting. I feel many influencers who promote body positivity mainly do it to profit from that while hiding behind these morally good intentions. A bit like companies nowadays who try to increase their profits by promoting green initiatives, etc. And then they end with, cheers all. After that rant, I hope you're having a good day. So yeah, what do you think?
There is a thing that with body positivity where there's a thing called body. It's like body neutrality or something like that. And basically, it's the concept that body positivity is like forcing you to constantly feel good about your body.
Yeah.
And thus, when you don't, you feel worse. Body neutrality, I think I'm using the right terminology here. I can't quite remember. But
Sounds
it's
like it
about
makes
being like
sense.
more neutral about your body, as in like accepting that it's going to change and that, you know, you are who you are and whatever. So that then when it fluctuates, when you are, you know, different sizes or different whatever, or where you try and pat some trousers on and it fit or whatever, you're not going... You're neutral about it.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's more, people say it's more beneficial to be neutral than it is to be positive. And like, it's that, like
Yeah.
aggressive positivity is almost as bad as aggressive negativity. It kind of is two ends of the spectrum and that we need to find somewhere in between.
Yeah.
So possibly that's what they're talking
Because there's quite a lot of like
about.
body positive influencers out there
Yeah.
who like make it their job essentially
Yeah.
to be body positive,
Yeah.
I guess. But are they just doing that, hiding behind these intentions, being like, "Hey, look at me. I think I'm pretty fit." You know. I guess
I
some
don't
are.
know. It's
It
really
varies, doesn't
hard
it?
because I reckon, yeah, there probably will be some
Mm.
that are like, you know, have hidden intentions, shall we say. But I would say for the most part, I don't think that's
No,
true.
and they compare it to like these companies promoting green initiatives.
And I don't think that's right.
It's a very weird comparison, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because that does happen, right? You know, when you see these adverts, it's like lovely fields of like solar panels and,
Yeah,
and wind
yeah.
farms and like calm beaches. And then the logo comes up at the end, Shell. It's like, oh, what? What? That's like
Wait a
1% of what you
second.
do, probably. Like, where
Yeah,
are the oil
yeah.
rigs and it like spilling into the ocean, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
I think that body positivity and I think influencers who share that kind of content do it in a representation kind of way. Like, I'm trying to so like I follow quite a few people, specifically women who are creators in that capacity, and some who are fitness creators. And I had a period of time where like I was going to the gym quite a lot, and like I still do when I can't at the moment because of my back, but where they're like, oh yeah, strong, whatever, showing off their body, and I'm like, it just made me feel like shit. Like, it actually just made me feel like rubbish.
Yeah.
Whereas now I follow people. There's one, and I can never remember her name. I'll put it somewhere if I remember. But she shows that actually you don't have to look like buff and skinny and ripped to enjoy going to the gym and go to the gym regularly. Like, you can still be healthy and strong, but you don't have, it doesn't look a specific way. And to me, that was really helpful. It was like, oh, what you see in the gym, but then actually it doesn't matter if you're still a bit like squishy. Do you know what I mean?
That's really good.
And then there's like influencers who show certain things, like what to wear. So like for mid-size girls, plus-size girls, and I'm saying girls because that's what the content I
of course,
take in. I'm sure that there is stuff out there for other genders and stuff, but it's like, oh, dressing for comfort rather than for flattery and all that kind of stuff. I think it's about what the intention is.
Yeah.
I think it's about what are you what is the message you are trying to send. If the message is, look, I look like you and that's okay, I think that's really good, because actually,
yeah, of course, yeah,
you know, sometimes
there
are people
that,
who don't see anyone who looks like them. It's exactly the same with, like, you know, diversity and all of that kind of stuff. It's all for the same reason, so that people can see others who are like them and thus feel included, understood, you know, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And I think, why would body positivity not fall in the same bracket? You know, no two human beings
really
are the same
point.
size or shape.
No.
And
no,
actually, the ones that are,
that's the thing, isn't it?
you know, all of these stereotypically, you know, very skinny, very whatever, are your influencers. They are the people who are out there and given more airtime. So I think the people who aren't looking like that, who promote this body positivity, are doing really great stuff, because they're like going, yeah, but not everyone looks like that.
Yeah, because traditionally in the media years ago, it was skinny, hot, attractive people.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
like
on adverts or you know, TV shows.
And
or
don't
whatever.
get me wrong, I still follow some people who look like that. But the other thing is, I follow this one girl who is stunning and is so open and honest about every single cosmetic surgery that she has had.
Oh, wow.
Every
Really?
single. Yeah.
That's good.
She's had her boobs done, she's had filler, she's had Botox, she's had a facelift, she's had a nose job, she wears wigs, hair extensions, all this. And she'll just post videos and be like, this is what I looked like before, this is what I look like now. I haven't done this to please anyone other than myself. And I think I look quite good. And she does. She looks amazing.
Brilliant.
She didn't look unamazing beforehand. She still looked amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but she did
of
it for her,
course,
and she's
of
so
course.
open about it. And I think that's the problem, is that people aren't honest about the work that they've had done, or the filters they've used, or whatever.
Oh, I hate that.
And so people, especially young people, are comparing themselves to this image that is totally false. And that's why body positivity, you know, all of these natural people, Millie Bobby Brown going on an interview with no makeup on, perfect young girl, just looking like a young girl, because that's what they look like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
isn't it weird that being normal isn't normal?
it's, honestly, I saw a video about this, about a man.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Honestly, it's brilliant. I saw a man who literally just filmed him getting ready for work and going to work and his life, and he was like, normalise the norm. Absolutely normalise the norm. You know, like, even for like me, there have been episodes of this podcast where like I've looked back on it and gone, oh God, why am I wearing that? Why am I sat like that? I look huge.
Oh,
like,
I get that
all this.
Yeah,
oh, my hair
yeah.
looks bad. Oh, who cares? We're two
Yeah.
mates sat on a sofa chatting. It doesn't
Literally,
matter. Do you know what I
literally.
mean? Like, I'm not on a fashion show. It doesn't bloody matter.
Yeah. I'm probably going to watch this episode back and go, what am I sitting like this
Do you know
for?
what I mean? Like-
there's everything. You can pick holes in everything. And believe me,
Everything.
I've done it. I've been there. YouTube videos I've watched back, I've gone, I look awful here.
Yeah.
Or, what am I wearing? Why do I talk like this? You know,
Yeah.
you can do it endlessly.
You
Everyone can.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think just showing a little bit of normal
and the
a
internet
little
makes
bit
it
of...
worse.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
so much worse.
So much worse.
But anyway, I think we disagree with that opinion.
Yeah, I think disagree.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, there will be some people who have different intentions, but I think for the most part, it's a really positive thing
Yeah.
to
absolutely.
be talking about.
Absolutely. Hit me
Oh,
with the
Lord.
next one.
Okay. Again, mine are so much more kind of... okay.
Go on.
Whales
Oh,
are disgusting abominations.
wait, as in the animals?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant.
So the
I thought you meant the country.
Whales in general. No. It says-
Wales is lovely. What a place.
Here we go. Dolphins are fine. They're cool.
Okay.
They are like normally sized and have mouths and make sense and little teeth. But whales?
They make sense.
Whales? Oversized, massive, gluttonous monsters with eyes down by their fins, brushes for teeth, covered with barnacles and other crusties. Yuck. They shouldn't exist. It's just ridiculous. I have no opinions of like this about any other animal or plant species on Earth.
Wow. I mean, when you put it like
Destroy
that.
the whales!
Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah, they're a bit weird, I guess.
Oh,
if you
I like
describe them like that. But
whales.
they're getting
They're
on
just
with
big
it.
fish. Well, they're not,
No,
but you
they're
know what I
not.
mean.
Yeah, they're not. I respect that. They live in the sea
Yeah,
and they
leave them
can't
be.
breathe underwater. I love that. What are you doing there? Why are you there?
Fools.
Dolphins as well.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh my god, but
Makes
like,
no sense. Can you
right.
imagine? Can you imagine an animal living on land that has to go into the water? It's like, we just live in the water then.
the comments did not agree.
No, that's such a strange
but you know
opinion
what?
to
They
have of an
instead
animal.
of not agreeing with the whales thing, they just attacked dolphins. They were like, "You said dolphins are fine."
No.
Apparently
Dolphins are great.
Right?
Dolphins are great.
Apparently, and I don't know if I can actually say this word on the podcast, but apparently, dolphins like sexually assault people.
Yeah.
I never knew that this was a thing.
Yeah.
What the actual living?
I mean, they're
hell?
animals at the end of the day. They don't know what they're doing. Do they don't know that it's.
So people swimming with dolphins, it's like, watch out.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's like,
Legit?
it's like koala bears that give people herpes or something. You know,
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia, not herpes. Yeah, but they don't know what they're doing.
Clap.
Oh, clap. Clap, very good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know what they're doing.
Oh.
They're just animals. They're
I
just
never knew
wild
that that was a
animals.
thing.
I like
And
dolphins.
now I'm slightly more scared of dolphins than I was.
I like
before.
dolphins. I like whales.
I
They're
like
a bit
dolphins.
scary.
I
Whales
like
are a bit
whales.
scary.
They're just
big.
huge. They're
just
big, aren't
they?
they?
It just doesn't quite make sense, you know.
It's like,
I think if I saw one
yeah,
pop out the sea, I'd be like, ugh.
yeah, uncomprehendibly big. I think that's the thing.
You know, you can like crawl through their veins. That's how
What?
big one of their arteries is. Yeah, it's big enough to like literally like
Whoa.
crawl through. Yeah.
Well, where is it? Is it in New York where there's the big whale in the museum and you lie underneath it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did that
Is
when
it in a
I
train
went.
station or something? I'm making that up. I don't think it's even in a museum. I think it's an advert for a museum in a train station. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. It might be a T-Rex
Oh, I
or something.
thought it was a.
But
No, I'm pretty sure it's in the museum.
oh right, maybe it's a
think.
T-Rex in
Because
a train
me and my
station,
family
yeah.
lay underneath that whale for hours. It's the
Oh,
most
yeah.
peaceful thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just like
I love doing that. I love going to a museum and just getting like transfixed by one thing
Yeah.
and being like, oh my god. You
I
read the
love a
little plaque and
museum.
it's like, this was made in like 4000 BC.
Yes.
4000 BC? What?
I know.
You're looking at it, you're like, the person that made that thing, if it's
Yeah.
a vase or whatever it is like so far away in time.
yeah.
And I get really like existential about it
amazing.
all. I love
I
doing
love a
that
museum.
though.
Right, okay, so challenge for the viewers
Oof.
and listeners, because I did this once and it was the best experience of my life. That's high praise, but it was amazing. So we went to London, I think to the National History Museum, and I'm saying that because I'm not 100% sure on the actual which museum it was.
Right.
But it was either the National History or the Science one. And anyway,
Yeah.
doesn't matter which museum it was. It was a museum in London. We arrived and they were closing in 20 minutes. And we were like, God damn it.
Ooh.
and it was me and my dad and my cousin and her dad. And we were like, screw it. We've got 20 minutes. On your marks, get set, go. And we ran. We split up and we ran around this museum and tried to see as much as we could
the opposite
see.
of what I was saying.
In
see
20
everything
minutes.
for a split second. History,
But honestly,
history.
it was amazing. And like me and my dad found a exhibition, I guess you would say, of the womb where you could go inside, and it was like a big thing, and you like stood inside. Just like an oval, like it was plastic, obviously, and you walked in, and you could. It was like the sounds of when you're in the womb, like the heartbeat and stuff. Oh my god, it was amazing. And we just we were like, see this, see this, see this. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my god, look at this. And like, obviously, you don't have time to read any of the things, and you don't have time to learn about it. And I completely understand that, but it was just like, wow, you're just so amazed by everything because you're just like, oh, look, a skeleton. Oh, wow, look, a dinosaur. Oh, my God, a womb.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Sounds like one of your dreams.
It does sound like one of my dreams.
Yeah.
But would highly recommend giving yourself a time limit in a museum and just saying, on your marks, get set, go, and seeing what you can see.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You know, it's like in an art museum. We went round again in New York and went around this art museum, and the goal was to take as many pictures of me imitating the art as possible.
Oh,
so I'd see a statue, and then I'd like stand next to it, like imitate it. It was amazing.
Brilliant.
We did it with literally every single thing we saw.
Yeah, we always play like try and find the worst thing.
Yeah,
it's like, why is that in a museum?
Yeah.
You know, try. The
so
thing is like
cool.
literally just like someone's butter knife from like 20 years ago. It's like, what is that in a museum
Art.
for? You know, like the modern history bit.
Yeah.
So it's just like pots and pans and stuff. It's like, what? I've got one of those in my kitchen. What's going on? You know, I like the really, really old stuff, like that's like decaying before your eyes, but like, there's something about it, like
it's cool, isn't
just
it?
tickles a part of my brain that's really, really good.
It's,
but yeah, what was the opinion? I've forgotten what the opinion was.
It was about Wales.
Oh,
and
Wales.
I disagree
No,
because I love Wales.
We disagree.
So
get in the bin. Wales
get
are fine.
in the bin.
Let the whales wail. Now, this next one is very much for you.
Oh, I'm
Again,
excited.
I typed in music because
Music.
you like music.
Music.
I don't like music. Any of it. I have tried multiple times to get into music because I fully realise how weird this opinion makes me.
Yeah.
But I just don't get it. Music doesn't make me feel anything. It doesn't express thoughts to which I can relate. I've gone through phases where I've tried to get into everything, from heavy metal to classical. None of it is enjoyable. Songs are just a couple of minutes of annoying sounds being strung together in a loose pattern. I hit a point 12 years ago where I decided there was no reason for me to try and make myself enjoy music just because everyone else does, so I just stopped, and I haven't intentionally listened to anything since. Nothing but love for everyone who gets into music, you do you. I cannot, though, for the life of me, figure out what makes it so enjoyable to so many people. They hate all music. They don't get it. They don't get music. Now, the comments here are insane. They're just I can't believe. Like, a lot of people don't believe this person, but the way it's written, it does genuinely seem like this is like real. That they just do not get music.
I don't get that. I can't comprehend that.
Yeah, I can't
because
either.
I physically can't comprehend my life without music. Like, I listen to music constantly.
Yeah.
Anything I
like,
do,
yeah, this is...
be it like relaxing piano or like focus music or, you know, I've got
so
playlists
unpopular,
for
this
every
opinion.
genre, like every genre, every mood.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's insane. The
And
comments are literally like, this wins the subreddit. Like, this is the most unpopular opinion that's on here, apart from, like, obviously really awful crimes against humanity. But, like, yeah. It's baffling. And there's not really much you can say about it just because everyone kind of likes some music, right? I've never come across anyone who doesn't like any music. It's.
I actually genuinely can't wrap my brain around that.
No, I was trying to think when I read it, like, well, there must be someone I know. Maybe this isn't as unpopular as I think. There must be someone I know who has said at one point, like, oh, music. No, I just don't get it. Not my thing. You know? I
know people who would always choose to, you know, watch a TV show or listen to a podcast or you know,
of course,
ingest a different type of media.
I get that. People enjoy, you know, different things maybe more than music, but not enjoying it at all.
That's crazy.
is baffling to me. Yeah, it really is. Because I wouldn't say I'm like a huge music person. I don't listen to it all the time. I don't just listen to it casually. Like, if I'm listening to music, that's the only thing I'm really doing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've really said that too much before.
Wow.
I used to, have it in the background when I was
So
like
you like actually just sit
revising
and
for my A levels,
actively
but I think that's the
listen
last
to
time I did
music?
it. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I just or in the car. But then that's the only thing I'm doing because I'm
Yeah.
just going somewhere. I'm not driving. I'm the passenger, obviously. Can't drive, so I'm just sat there, and the only thing I'm doing really is listening to the music.
I do get that in the
maybe
car.
talking, but I try and listen to the music as much as I can. Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting. No, mine is very much a background thing, but simultaneously, I am one of those people who, like, if I go to a restaurant
Mm.
and there's music playing, we would be having a
Oh,
conversation. Then
yeah.
I'd be like halfway through, na, 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 na.
Mm.
I'd sing along because I can't ignore it.
Yeah.
And my parents used to get really annoyed
I'm
with
exactly
me when I
the
was
same.
younger because I would be like mid conversation and then be like, hang on, I like this.
Just like
verse.
zone out.
Do,
Yeah.
do, do,
Oh,
do.
see, I
And
wouldn't
then-
sing along. I would just sit there and just like what's the word?
Oh yes.
I just like
I know
phase
what you
out.
mean. Yeah, but I can't remember what the word is.
Not
Um,
derealize, but deconnect. What's the
yeah.
word?
Oh,
There's a word for it, isn't
God.
there? People are screaming it.
Yeah,
Your
they
dad
are.
is screaming
My dad's
it at the
like,
podcast. Disassociate.
Disassociate,
That's the
there you
word.
go.
Yeah. I literally will just like sometimes in a
Wow.
restaurant or like a party
Yeah.
if there's a song on.
Oh, 100%.
I'll
I
just,
definitely
like-
do that as well.
I'll just like go.
Just be like, don't talk
I'll
to
just
me,
be like,
I'm
"Hey,
listening.
hold on, one second, I'm just listening. And then someone will say something to me, and I'm like, huh? What? Sorry.
How dare you speak in my presence?
We have very different music tastes, though. I feel very, very different. I can't imagine that our Venn diagrams of music really overlap very much. I think where they overlap is probably the musicals I like.
Yeah.
Like I've recently started doing this. I remember saying to you a while ago, you might not remember this, that I don't listen to musical soundtracks.
No.
I now do.
Good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah. For musicals that I like and have seen. Yeah.
And that's the other time that I would listen to music, as in like actively listen to it, especially as I said on car journeys. Like I'll play a whole musical.
Oh,
Like,
I've not
because
got to that
my-
level yet.
because my
I'm a
boyfriend-
beginner.
Yeah, because my boyfriend lives in Birmingham, I do a lot of long distance driving.
Sorry,
and
I've got cramp. I've really got
Not
cramp.
again.
I'm sorry, I've got a cramp. It's when I sit like
Got
this.
another
just-
one.
It's over now. Go on.
Okay, good.
Carry on.
I do a lot of long distance driving, so like I will listen to, 2 or 3 musicals a car journey.
Wow.
Like, what did I do last time? I listened to Mary Poppins.
It's almost like an
Then
audio
I-
book at that point because you're getting the plot. You're
Yeah.
getting like the story.
Yeah.
In it,
Then I listened to Avenue Q. I think I've possibly done Book of Mormon at one point as well. I just sing along as well. Kinky Boots, that's always a good
Oh, I've not seen
go-to.
any of these.
Oh,
I'm not seeing any
you'd
of these.
love Kinky Boots.
I'm seeing Hamilton for a second time this week.
Nice.
I've got a busy weekend.
You have got a busy week.
busy week. Yeah,
You've
I'm
got a
seeing-
busy Easter holiday.
Yeah, well, because I'm
doing
in London,
loads of stuff.
we're doing things there, so Hamilton's one of them.
West Ending
So
Hamilton.
West Ending Hamilton,
Fun.
yeah. Which when I saw it in Manchester, I can't really imagine it being much better. To be honest, it was so well done.
I can't say because I've only seen it in the West End. I've not seen the
Yeah,
tour. So
because
I don't know.
sometimes they strip it back a bit. There's
Yeah.
less stuff
Yeah.
on stage,
Yeah.
maybe less staging or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Did
with
they-
this, I was like,
well, I was about to say, did they have the circle? Of course they did. They
No.
can't do Hamilton without the round.
no, it wasn't in the round.
The rotation.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant in the round. I thought you meant in the round. No, it wasn't.
No.
They had the.
I was
yeah,
gonna
they
say
had
you
the
can't do
platform.
Hamilton without the.
Yeah,
without
no,
the
and that
rotating.
that really made it, and they had all the bits that fold out, and yeah, it was.
It's, to be fair, for the size of the musical, it's quite a minimalist set.
Yeah,
So it's actually very well designed for tour. As I say, the only thing is that rotating
The
circle
platform,
because
yeah.
actually a lot of theatres don't have the capability to.
well, when I
to
saw
bring that in.
Darren Brown at the same theatre,
Oh, yeah.
they had that.
Anyway.
Anyway, we like music, believe it
We
or
like
not.
music. Rubbish opinion. Go away.
Next one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so the next two. Oh no, I've got one funny one, and then the next two are kind of more discussion-y. Even though
Ooh.
this is a quite long episode, but
Hey,
you
know
can
what? Bumper edition.
go get a snack.
Yeah. Settle down.
Using objects like bananas to measure things actually makes some sense. If you describe something as
Oh
X
my
meters
God.
long, they may have trouble picturing
This is
that.
written by an American.
But using an object almost everyone has seen in real life makes it easier to understand. And most people have seen a banana.
No, I'm so against this. I'm so against this. There's this thing at the moment. The reason I said this is written by an American. Americans, don't take offense. This is not something that anyone should be offended by. But American news articles.
Yeah.
There's like this meme at the moment. Well,
Meme.
probably not at the moment. It's probably a dead meme or whatever, and I'm not down with the kids.
Ooh.
But it's a meme at the moment
Yeah.
that like American news articles will do anything but use the metric system, right? They will measure things. There's like
7
a meteor
bananas
heading
long.
for the Earth. They measure it in 2 hours. There's a
That would be a lot of 2 hours.
there's like a world record breaking watermelon. They measure it in bananas or whatever. It's just like give the exact thing. I want to know how big it is in meters or centimeters. Tell me that. That's my case.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't stand it. I want to know
Because
how big it
bananas,
is.
again,
They
how
vary.
they vary. How
I've
long
had
is a banana?
ditties.
How long's a piece of string?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I went
Ridiculous.
into a shop once and I wanted to buy a piece of string.
oh
Like
god.
I said to the shopkeeper, "Can I have a piece of string, please?" And he said, "Oh yeah, how long do you want it?" And I said, "Well, I want to keep it."
I'd like to make a formal complaint.
I've pleased your dad there though. That's that's all I wanted to do. Right.
That one's for you, Dad.
Yeah. I love that joke.
Lord
Anyway,
help
yeah.
me.
Measure things.
Yeah, measure
properly.
things normally. Don't use bananas.
No. Good one.
There you go.
Oh, this is an interesting one. I won't read it all because it's a bit wordy and you kind of get the point from what it says.
Okay.
Most people want to be in relationships merely to conform to societal norms.
That is a real interesting one.
What do you
It
think?
is definitely the societal norm to want to like have the need to pair up. It's why like when, you know, polyamorous relationships occur and open relationships and all this kind of stuff, people are like, "Oh, that's not normal," because it's such a kind of societal, you must have a pairing.
Everything is societal though.
Everything.
You know, when you think about it, so
Oh,
much
God, yeah.
is societal.
Oh, of course it is.
Like houses and cars and, you know, like so much of it
Yeah.
is just, none of it existed. We made it all. We made all these rules. You know?
I saw a video, sorry, just talking about that.
Go on.
Lemons don't naturally occur. They're a mixture between oranges and like a citrine or something.
Yeah.
Which means that life never gave us lemons.
Oh my God.
We invented them.
Oh my God. I'm not surprised though.
Good
I
Lord.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I'm annoyed a bit. Lemons
I
are
have
great.
just seen this from like a really shitty video on the internet, so could be absolutely false.
Right, we're going to Google it. We're going to Google it. Do lemons exist?
Because Abby believes everything she reads on the internet.
Do lemons exist naturally? Here we go.
Go on.
Many
Ooh.
people will be familiar with the old phrase, "If life gives you lemons, make lemonade." But life did not give us lemons.
I was
the
right.
lemon is not a naturally occurring fruit, but a cross between a sour orange and a citron.
I was
Whatever
right.
that is. A sour orange itself isn't even naturally occurring.
Oh my
It's
God.
a pomelo and a mandarin crossed together. So a lemon is like 2 steps away from being natural. Oh wow. I'm
My life is a lie.
yeah, I'm disappointed by that, but also not surprised. There's loads of things like that. It's just like
Yeah.
we've made everything up. None of
We
it's
have
real.
made everything up. It's
We-
why, like,
All these
especially you know-
marriage. You know, I hate to
But
get
it's-
deep about it. It's just, we
Oh,
made that
100%.
up.
It doesn't make any. It's just fake. It's
Yeah, I
made
mean, it's
up.
nice. Like, you know, wedding, great, go for it. Probably will get married one day myself, but
It's made up. It's like time. Time
Mm.
is a social construct. Anyway, moving on. No, but it's true. Like, it's why typically, and this is real stereotypical here, it's more acceptable for a man to remain single for his whole life than it is for a woman. Bachelor, it's like, ooh, he's a
yeah.
bachelor. It's become like a sexy thing to be a bachelor.
Mm.
But a woman is a spinster and like barren and gonna die alone. It's like, maybe she just can't be arsed.
Yeah, again,
Maybe she
yeah,
just likes
that's
her own
just
space.
products of society.
know what
as
I
well,
mean?
isn't it? Yeah.
So yes, I agree with it, but also it is like a biological thing, I think, to want
Well, of course, yeah.
something else.
Of course
It's
it
like-
is, because that's
it's
how
like the fact
species
that-
reproduce. You know, all species, like getting, you know, two tigers or two lions or whatever that mate and have, you know, that's not a societal norm, because
No.
lions don't have a society. They have, you know, mated because of a natural thing. It's a natural
Yeah.
process, as it is with humans, of course. You know, mating is a natural thing in humans. But the idea of like sticking with your mate is actually something that very
Yeah.
few species do. There are examples of species that mate
Penguins.
for life, like seahorses and whatever. And, you know,
Penguins mate for life. don't
penguins,
they?
I think.
Swans.
Yeah, I think penguins mate with swans, maybe.
Swans mate
Yeah,
for
I don't know.
life.
But there's lots of species that mate
Yeah.
for life. But there's also lots of species that don't, and
Yeah.
will, you know, shag their sister and stuff. And it's like, oh well, you do you, mate. You know, bit weird.
Lord.
But you know, you're a mole or whatever. I don't know.
Get a
I don't know if
two-headed-
they do
Get a
that.
two-headed mole.
I'm throwing moles in the dirt there.
oh
Zing, zing. Didn't
Right.
actually intend that when I
Right.
started, but that is great.
What is going on, and how do I leave?
Top of the dome, my friend. Top of the dome. He's quick. He's sharp. He's razor sharp. Anyway, yeah, moles might do that. I don't know.
Ah!
But yeah,
Somebody save me.
most people want to be in a relationship
I would
because of a societal norm.
Yeah.
Maybe, but most people do most things because of
I think
societal norms.
It's almost like what we were talking about a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about relationships and stuff. You know, when we were talking about our friendship, the only reason why we ever like got together in inverted commas, as in like we attempted to be together.
Oh, let's not go there again.
But the only reason why we did that was because of societal norms.
That is so true.
The only reason.
That is so true. Of
Society makes us do weird things.
course. It does. It does.
Like make podcasts.
We wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't. I was going to say we wouldn't have started a podcast if podcasts weren't a thing
No.
because of society.
No,
You
of
know, you
course we
think there's
wouldn't.
100 examples.
Yeah.
Have you got one more?
Oh, yeah. I've actually got two more. But I might choose one because I feel like they're going to...
Should we do one more each?
Yes. I've got two and I don't know which one to go for.
Oh, do them both.
Well, they're kind of related.
Go
I'll
on.
tell you them both. I'll tell you
Okay.
the title.
Okay.
First one.
We can quickly do them both.
Children should be given unrestricted internet access.
Oh.
Okay. It says, my parents gave me a phone when I was 7 and never paid any attention to anything I did online. And I learned way more than I would have without it because my parents never taught me anything. So I think that all children should be given unrestricted internet access because it can teach them a lot of useful stuff.
Okay. Okay. This is a
Again,
tough
it's one of those things
I think
where
I know what
it's
the other one's going to be. You know, is it going to be the exact opposite? Kids shouldn't be allowed on. Oh, because
no.
I saw one when I was doing my.
I saw that one as well.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like,
yeah.
I feel like that's more common to restrict it.
Yeah.
This opinion that it's like, oh yeah, but they should be able to do whatever they want. When we
I think there's a middle
were
ground,
young,
isn't there?
yeah, when we were younger, I feel like that was possibly a more acceptable opinion to have. Now, there is so much stuff that is inappropriate for children
Oh,
that
yeah.
is
Dangerous.
so
Yeah.
easily
yeah.
accessible. And I think it's how easily accessible things are.
Hmm.
Like, I teach singing. I've told you that, I've said this before. Some kids that I teach will mention references to like TikTok and things.
Hmm.
And in my brain I'm going, I'm sorry? Like they'll sit there and go, bombastic side eye. And I'm like, how have you,
I wouldn't say
you're
that's inappropriate.
it's
though.
not inappropriate, but it was shocking to me. Like they'd pick up their water bottle and go, Stanley dupe. And I'm like,
I don't even know what that means.
so like, you know, like a
I'm so
Stanley,
lost. I know
mug or
I know of
whatever.
a Stanley Cup. Yeah, I know.
And
they're
like,
a thing
there's a
at the
thing
moment.
on the internet where like you get dupes of a Stanley, like that look like a
Dupes
Stanley.
of a Stanley. What?
Like they look like a Stanley, but they're not.
Duplicates.
Yeah, like my knockoff Doc Martens.
Right.
but for a Stanley Cup.
Right.
But I just wasn't even aware that they would be watching that. But
Mm.
like, duh, of course they are. Like, and I actually asked them. I was like, "Are you on TikTok? You are too young to
I
be
see
on
what you
TikTok."
mean, because if they're on
Apparently
TikTok,
there's
what
a-
else are they seeing?
This is the
kind
thing.
of thing. Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah.
there is a child version of TikTok. It's like TikTok but for kids.
No.
But then this, this kid was like, "Oh yeah, but we watch YouTube Shorts." Like anyone can put anything on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I think
It's-
YouTube are maybe slightly better at content.
Yeah. Oh, I would imagine so, because they're
moderating rather.
practiced at it.
Yeah.
It's an older, app or whatever.
Yeah, it's just stricter rules as well. I feel like anyone can just make a TikTok account and post anything, and like, yeah, there's been some dark stuff that I know has gone viral on TikTok.
Yeah,
but I've never heard of too much like that going on YouTube.
No, possibly not. I just think it's like there's so much more content and so much more stuff out there. And also people are so much more bold with their commenting.
Well, yeah, everyone's
nowadays.
More savvy about the internet, aren't they?
My God.
Yeah.
Every single thing that I watch or see, I will read the comments.
Really?
And pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
I will quite often check the comments just to see what people are saying.
I only really go into the comments if I'm going to comment.
Oh no, I'm a real reader.
Do you comment? Are you a commenter or a comment reader?
I'm a comment reader.
I would say I'm more of a comment reader, obviously.
Never, ever comment.
I would say maybe like 1 in 10 times I go to the comments, I leave a comment.
No.
I'd say.
No.
Maybe.
Do not comment. But I read comments, and even on like the most normal of content, there are people who are being horrible and being nasty.
Oh yeah.
So much more. I've noticed it so much more recently.
Yeah.
Just people feeling like they have the need to comment.
Mm.
And then people will be like, why have you said this? Like, hello, there's no need to say this. As in, like, it'll be a woman who is walking a dog and someone will be like, that colour looks shit on you. And it's like, who cares? What?
Yeah,
that
no
is
one's
not
asked.
the purpose. If it was a try on, maybe you can comment whether you like the outfit. It's not. She's making her dinner or walking her dog or whatever. And it's like,
well, we're at the receiving end of that now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Have you received any hate comments yet?
No.
Oh, brace yourself. They're fun. They're fun. I've had a lot.
I have on our old content. On a lot of our old content, people are like, she's really annoying.
Old
Don't like
YouTube
her.
Content.
Get rid. Do you know what I mean?
But that was because...
I've had that my whole life, so I don't really care.
No, but that was because that would happen with anyone who stepped into... So I've got a YouTube channel where I do magic and stuff because I'm a magician. And back in day, Abby would come on that channel, as would, occasionally other people, but it was mainly you. And basically any time there's a deviation from the norm, i.e. when I was with someone else on that channel, which was only ever me, that person would get hate comments, basically, is what happened. Now, obviously, very small percentage of the audience, but still a very loud minority. And, it would always make me feel a bit rubbish.
Like,
because I would get them as well.
Got to the point,
hate comments.
It got to the point where we
basis.
stopped making content together on Cav&'s channel because it was like a constant, oh, she's annoying.
Yeah.
We then just changed. We made this channel, which has now become purely platonic. But
it was
we just thought,
called
actually,
cav&abbie.
let's just shift it. Let's shift the kind of focus.
Because we want to make content together, but we want to make content together
for the people who want to watch it. That's the thing. It's like
together,
100%.
Exactly.
And it was like, it wasn't because I was like, oh, they think I'm annoying. It was like, they clearly don't want to be watching this content, so let's not keep shoving it down their throats, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You will like her. You will.
I went through a time where I nearly switched the comments off on my YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
In about
some people are just
2020, I think. COVID times, definitely. Whether it was the start or not. But I think I did actually for a couple of videos. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe one video. But I turned the comments off just to see like
what
if
happened?
It made me happier. But actually, you're kind of letting them win then.
Yeah.
You're kind of letting the negativity win. So I was like, you know what? No, because some people want to leave nice comments or constructive criticism, which is good, good.
Yeah.
But like, you can't let the hate comments drown everyone else out and stop them
Not at all.
Because
actually, like, talking about like this, we get some lovely comments, especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, and there are some people who like comment every video, and we see you.
You know who you are. We know who you are.
And it's so nice because actually, when I check the comments or whatever, see what people are saying, and like when I see those like recur, I'm like, oh, they've watched it. Oh, like they've seen the episode, and I have no idea who these people are. But it makes me happy that they are, coming back for more and feeling like they can say, oh, loved this, or, oh, maybe I disagreed with that comment, or da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
it's like, yes, tell us what you think, absolutely. And, on TikTok or whatever, we've had a few random comments which are a bit weird, but None of them have been nasty. People
No.
don't understand why you're called Cavern. That's mainly the
Yeah, because it
Mainly the
is also a place in Ireland. But
yeah,
I mean, an abbey is a big cathedral.
exactly.
Everything's got two meanings.
Everything.
you know.
Yeah. So I think it's a real double-edged sword. I do agree that the internet can teach people a lot, and especially children. It can widen their horizons that possibly they wouldn't have had. See other countries, see other cultures,
Yeah.
whatever. Absolutely.
Were you given unrestricted internet access as a
Yeah, I
a
think
wee
so.
a wee
A wee
bean?
babby. A wee babby. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah.
So was I when I got a phone, which
Yeah.
for our age was, when did you get a phone?
Oh gosh, with a phone with
13?
internet access.
Oh yeah, well I think my first phone possibly did, but not like social media. It was a
Yeah.
BlackBerry, so I don't think
Oh yeah, you see,
it wouldn't have
mine
had social
didn't.
media or anything like that.
No,
But I'm
I
sure
got
it had
my
internet.
first phone, like making phone calls, probably when I was about 10 or 11,
Oh wow.
when I was going on like school trips and stuff, and I could only take it when I was on school trip. Like it was for phoning my parents in an emergency.
Yeah,
And I
makes
think I
sense.
still had that phone possibly in like year 7. I took it with me to school just in case. Like it was one of those, and it literally had like snakes and phoning people.
Yeah.
That was it. And
the
like
two things you
texting.
need in life.
Yeah.
are snakes and talking to
Yeah.
people.
And
yeah.
then I think I possibly got a BlackBerry after that, but I don't know whether I actually got like an iPhone 1 that like my mum had stopped using or
Oh,
whatever.
damn, you
Like
should have kept it in the box. You'd be a millionaire.
I know.
Yeah.
I probably still have it somewhere knocking around.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, it
Um,
probably still starts up. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
It was chunky. It was
Yeah,
a thick
yeah.
boy. But so again, probably about year 8 maybe.
Yeah.
So 13, 14.
Yeah, my first like actual touch screen phone with like internet access was probably like 13, 14,
I would say so.
reckon. Yeah, year 8 sounds about right in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was unrestricted, but like I feel like the internet was a safer place
It
then.
was. There was just less stuff. There was less stuff to do. There was less stuff to see.
If I had a kid
Instagram.
now,
I remember when
just wouldn't.
Instagram started. I remember when Snapchat started.
wow,
I
think I was a
remember
bit
it.
later to all those games. Certainly Snapchat.
Yeah.
Certainly
I
Instagram.
remember, like, I think it was like the week that Snapchat started, and my cousin had got a Snapchat account, and then had said, "Oh, get a Snapchat," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and then I made it.
Mm,
I'm sure Snapchat actually tells you like when you joined.
probably.
I think I
Yeah.
saw this information the other day. I barely use Snapchat. 226,789.
Are you joking me?
No,
I'm pretty sure that's insane.
I don't think it is.
I'm pretty sure that's insane. 200,000? Isn't that like 1 point
Yeah.
per message?
Look,
You've sent 200,000 messages or something. Is that how it works? Oh my god, how many have I got?
look. It says
How do
Yeah,
how do you find?
100.
I've got 56,000. Okay, that's still quite a lot.
102,942 snaps sent or received.
Damn. Why are we looking at that?
I don't know.
Anyway, kids having unrestricted internet access, I'm going to say
I'm
no.
gonna say no.
Not now.
I'm gonna say
Not
no.
now, not anymore. Give them
No.
a bit of restriction, but also a bit of access.
Yeah.
Yes, they need to go out and find stuff out for themselves, but also, I would say, check on it because there are creeps out there.
Yeah.
That's the main worry, really.
I think that's the thing.
And
Definitely.
There's just disgusting things that you don't want kids seeing. So
Yeah.
don't let them
100%. 100%.
All right, I've got one, last one,
Where does it?
which is relevant to me, actually.
Oh, go on.
This is the opinion.
Yep.
The user has deleted themselves, so we don't know who it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Magicians are the most boring and eye-rolling people to watch. Nothing is fun or interesting when you know that whatever it is they're doing isn't real at all. Magicians think they're so cool, like, oh my god, you tricked me, ha ha ha. Oh my god, you guessed my card. And then this is a direct quote.
Go on.
For fuck's sake, who gives a shit? Edit. Light-hearted casual magic is fun to watch as long as it's
What?
funny as well. But the people that take it so seriously with the big performances get a big fat no from me. So they've just kind of like disagreed with themselves right at the end, like a little edit. When it's casual and light-hearted, it's fine.
So basically, what he's saying is he likes close-up magic, but he doesn't like cabaret magic.
I've got a very strong opinion about
Go on.
this. I think everyone likes magic.
I think so too.
But the people that don't, the people that think they don't, because believe me, I've come across a lot of them. I have to ask a lot of people whether they want to see a magic trick. That's my job. And so you get a lot of people going, I don't like magic. And guess what? At the end, they're always happy. They're always applauding. They've always had a good time. So when they've seen magic, they've just seen bad magic. If they say they don't like it.
Yeah.
Because
bad magic is bad.
And there's a lot of it, unfortunately.
Ooh.
There really is
I
a
have
lot
seen
of it.
some bad magicians in my time.
Who are professional.
Professional
do it as their
in
job.
real professional settings. Like real professional
When
settings.
it's bad, it's bad. But I myself have been a bad magician and I've shown people bad magic tricks. So just give them a chance is what I say.
Never.
When I started out,
It wasn't good.
it wasn't
but
good. That's a whole episode in itself.
yeah. But it's about growth. It's about, you've got... The thing is, especially with like learning a new trick, you're not going to be good at it straight away. Like, you're not going to be good at it straight away. But you're also not going to be doing professional gigs straight away. So, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but you know what I
you're
mean.
not going to be doing
As
gigs
in, like, you're not going to be...
13 or
Yeah,
14.
you're not going to be starting off and then going, oh, I've been learning magic for a week. Let's go do a wedding.
No, not a week. Yeah. But I was doing gigs when I was not ready, essentially. I started basically too early, but that helped me because I think I'm better because of it.
Yeah.
But it meant that for my first, I would say, 10 gigs, I was bad. For my first 10 gigs, I'll be brutally honest. I think I got better, but I still, even by the 10th gig, I was crap. I wasn't good at it. The tricks were good, but my performance was all over the place. I didn't know really what I wanted to do or what I wanted to be. My organization, everything. Like I say, whole episode in itself. So give them a chance. They might be a beginner, but yes, bad magic is bad. But no, I don't agree with this. Magicians are not the most boring or eye-rolling people to watch. Even the person that posted this disagrees with it.
Yeah.
So
I disagree as well. Given I'm surrounded by magicians in my life.
Yeah.
And magic.
Yeah.
I
Larry,
disagree.
He's a magician. Steve, he's a magician. You're right. Still tapping away.
He's
I don't know
still
what.
tapping away.
We're not making any money, Steve. Just stop. We're not making any money.
Just calm down.
He won't stop. It's fine.
We'll never stop. Never stop typing. His fingers bleeding.
Alrighty then.
Keep typing.
I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
This is a long episode.
It is a long
edition.
episode.
I hope you enjoyed it.
If you're still here, thanks. Do we want to...
Yes, I think we do.
We should have put this at the
Take
beginning.
drugs. Let's go. Wait, what? What were you saying?
Promote the Patreon.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. No,
But we need to put that at the beginning.
I was
We
gonna
need to
take
put a little
drugs, though.
insert.
No, put it at the end.
Nah, they're
It's
not going
only
to fucking sit through an hour and a half.
Well, it's the people that'll sit through an hour and a half that we want to do it.
That's true.
Right, anyway,
all of that.
No, we're not cutting any of it. We'll talk about it.
We have set up a Patreon
We
account.
have.
Finally, we hear you all screaming. Gavin will put the link in the description. So
Well,
that
it's
you
patreon.com/purely platonic podcast.
There you go.
If you can spell all those words.
Good luck.
Patreon with a P, purely with a P, podcast with a P,
Goodness.
platonic with a P.
But yeah, go have a look. We're going to be putting some stuff on there. All of the intros to the episodes before we actually start the episode are going on Patreon.
It's not a good selling point.
It is,
It's
because
not a
we
good
are
selling point.
hilarious.
No one knows what that means.
Yeah, they do. When we press record on that camera, every single thing, uncut, that's a lie, is going on the Patreon.
Not quite.
Not
but
quite.
you get little extra bits from the episodes
Little extra
that we
bit
put out.
Yeah.
Maybe exclusive episodes
100.
every now and
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
when we can do
100%,
it.
definitely.
Little behind the scenes stuff.
BTS.
You know, like, little
Yeah.
chats that don't
Possibly
make it into
some
the
like
episode.
multimedia stuff if we do anything that's more like visual or like
The
video.
stuff that's too inappropriate and dirty and filthy
Yeah.
for YouTube and Spotify. The absolute raw, disgusting filth.
Just
will
us
be on
both
there.
taking our clothes off. I'm joking.
Yeah.
But pay us.
It's not an OnlyFans, Abby.
Shit.
It's a Patreon.
Sorry,
It's a
got confused.
Sophisticated platform. Now, it is completely optional. We
Yeah.
thought we'd mention it, but it's completely optional. You'll still be getting all the content on the free
100%.
stuff. Don't feel like you have to. We're not doing this for the money.
But we will find you
But-
and we will kill you.
yeah, the money we get from it we'll probably put back into
We will,
buying
absolutely.
things like
Match and count.
lie detectors or stuff
God.
that make the episodes more fun.
100%.
So,
It'll go back into it. It'll feed
if you've
feed
got-
the beast
yeah,
per
if
se.
you've got £4, feel free.
Absolutely.
But if you don't, you can like this video, give us 5 stars on Spotify, all that sort
Absolutely.
of stuff. Follow and subscribe to all the
Yep.
shit.
Go check out the socials. Socials. And we shall see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
God bless. Stay safe.
What an outro.